welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I just wanted to explore all this makeup that I had been buying lately. This video is going to be a full face of drugstore makeup products that are $10 or less. So as you heard in the intro, you guys, this is a drugstore video where everything is $10 or less. So let's go ahead and get started with the face items. So for face items, I'm going to be using primer. I'm going to be using primer on my eyelid. I'm going to be using primer on my face. This is the Photo Focus 3-in-1 primer. This is the coconut one. It's the primer water. So I'm using that on my face. And on my eyes today, I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is the lightweight invisible eyeshadow primer. I used this for the very first time the other day and I actually really liked it. The eyeshadows blended out pretty well. So this can also be used to set your makeup afterward. While the primer dries, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows really quick. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Set. This is the color Black Brown. I've used this a million times before. This is just a pomade, and if your pomade ever dries out, all you have to do is just add like a couple of eye drops to the pomade and it should be wet enough for you to dip into your spoolie or your brush. So this is one of the more expensive items in this video. This is $9.56 at Walmart. So I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know where I got it for $10 or under. You guys, honestly, you don't need a lot of pomade. Depending on the color you get, it's going to darken up your brows pretty quickly, pretty easily. So I've not dipped back into my pomade at all. This is really with just that one first dip, and it's doing both of my eyebrows just fine. So I want to make sure once you put a little bit in all the key areas, be sure to brush through with the spoolie. That way you can see just how dark you're getting. They look filled in and bushy. I love the Maybelline Tattoo Studio product. I've been using it for a long time. And also, if you're short on time, this is a good product to use because, as you can see, I'm not sitting there with a pencil over and over and over trying to get the hair-like strokes just right, so I don't have to worry about that. So I want to work on my skin first today. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do my eyebrows, so I can like see the rest of my face. This is $9.26 at Walmart. When you search for them, I want you to be able to find it. And I'm going to go ahead and put highlighter underneath my foundation. You guys, it's winter time and it's just nice to have a little bit extra glow. It works. It's beautiful. So L'Oreal True Match, this is the color Caramel Beige. What I like about it and how you know it's kind of like an older product is it just has, the cap comes off and it just pours out. And one little, what is that, like a nickel-sized amount. And today I'm going to use my Morphe M406 brush to spread this around. Now I'm just going to go ahead and disperse it in all the 4 points of my face before blending in. One of the reasons I really like to use the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation is because they have at least 37 colors available, and that's at Ulta on the website, and I just really love the fact that it does that. So also the makeup it's drying down like to a semi satin finish, which is a really beautiful like skin texture. This foundation retails for $8.58 at Walmart. I do have the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. So along with the sponge, we're going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It's the Hydrating Camo Concealer. The color I have is Medium Sand. Actually, before we do this, to give me more dimension, I'm going to use a darker creamy product around the perimeter of my face just to bring out like bone structure and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. This is another concealer. This is the Dark Cocoa Concealer. I almost never do contour and bronzer at the same time in the same look. I usually just go for one or the other. So I'm just going to go ahead and use like the one darker shade in the areas where I know I need to make myself look more three-dimensional. I do have an oblong face, so I tend to use a lot more on my forehead area. Do not underestimate the drugstore products, guys. Drugstore products really are pretty good these days. All right, I'm really liking that. I'm going to add a little bit of contour to my nose, but I'm going to do that with a powder product a little bit later. My brows are not as dark as I want them to be. I'm going to use a gel product to brush them up and keep them in place, sort of like a mascara, a little bit later in the video as soon as I'm done using all the cream products. So now that my face is contoured, I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer. Again, we've only used like cream products, so they should blend together really nicely. So for the face, I'm gonna apply blush later. I just really like to do it later. Because I always like to see like how my eyes are gonna turn out. I do have a beautiful eyeshadow palette, but I want my blush to depend on the eyeshadow palette. The product I'm gonna apply now is my eyeshadow primer by Milani. And I'm gonna take my ring finger and disperse it on both my eyelids. Under my eyes, I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Banana Colored Powder. A yellow powder is going to be very good for most skin tones. It comes with a powder puff, but we're not going to use the powder puff. A lot of the brushes that I'm going to be using today came from my BH Cosmetics palette. I'm also going to take it on my lid to help set my primer that I used. When we wipe all this away later, you'll see. It's all going to come together. With the excess of the yellow powder, I kind of just tap over the rest of my face just to give it a little bit of a setting. It's pretty high price. I think it's like $10 or $11 in a lot of places, but you can get it for $7.99 at Target. To set my contour today, I'm going to be using the Essence Matte Bronzing Powder Palette, the Sun Club. I love that it comes with a mirror. How pretty. Okay, let me tell you, the bronzer I normally use is the Morphe Debutante color, and I'm going to show you the colors so you can see how close it is to a couple of the colors here. So I feel like this is a mix between like this one and this one a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use a mix between this one and this one just to set the cream contour that I put like all over my face. It's mostly $9.99 anywhere you look. CVS, Ulta. This is a very good palette. I really like this. I'll be using this a lot in the very near future. I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes, you guys. I'm using the Maybelline City Mini palette. This is the High Rise Sunset palette. I love the colors, you guys. Look what Maybelline did here. It totally looks like the sunset. I'm gonna use this color here. So in this video, I didn't do what I've been doing a lot lately, which is carving out my eyebrows with concealer. I didn't have to do that in this video because my eyebrows have finally been tweezed. I'm really gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna use this brown color right here, and we're going to put that right in the crease. Now I'm starting with a darker color in the crease. I'm gonna go a little bit high. You guys, I like the Milani eyeshadow primer. You guys, the Wet n Wild crease brush, you can find this for like 99 cents in some places. It's so good. It's just a really good blending brush just to get started. You could really just do a look like this and be done, and add some mascara, some lip color, and you could be done if you're just wanting to do a really simple look like that. This brush would do everything for you. I think it's a really good buy for 99 cents for sure. This is a Le Botte Suede brush. It's like a smaller brand based here in Los Angeles. I'm taking the white color here and I'm just highlighting my brow bone. So also this is another reason why I didn't use eyebrow gel on my brows yet, because I knew when I added the highlighter up here I was gonna want to use more gel afterward, and I'm just blending a little bit. So you can see that there's this like champagne color. Color is called Velvet, so I'm gonna put it next to that, and you can see how it's kind of gonna give me that like white brightening effect, but it's like a little bit sparkly, which is what I really like. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this down here. The NYX pencil, not more than $6, but the Sephora pencil is exactly $10 at Sephora. You could literally get another one for like $1.99 by Wet n Wild, probably anywhere. You don't have to get this one at Sephora. I just wanted to use it because I have it, and to let you guys know you can also get more inexpensive items at Sephora if you're looking for them. I'm also going to use this to line the top of the eye. I like it because it's creamy, so it doesn't take up a lot of time. I need those eyelashes. So I'm going to be using a mascara right now. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast mascara. This is the clean one. It's the green one. And I'm just going to use it to lengthen the top lashes. Today for lashes, we're using one of my favorite lashes ever. These are the Ardell Studio Effects 230 lashes. Oh my goodness. Look how pretty they are. They're like kind of spiky, brand new, love it. But before we do that, let's go ahead and tidy up around the eyes. So I'm going to use a little bit more of a powder product because if I use it before I put the eyelashes on, then I don't risk the powder flying around in the air and getting into the lashes and just doing a lot of things that I don't want it to do. So I'm going to take the brown color that we had here, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. For my brows, like I told you guys, I was going to come back and use brow gel. This is the Essence Make Me Brow Gel. This is the color Brownie Brows, which I really enjoy. It's super inexpensive. I think it's like $2 at Ulta. So we're going to do highlighter in the eyes. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter Illuminatrice highlighter. Probably extremely inexpensive. I love just like a little bit of sparkle, even though all the eyeshadow is matte. I do feel like my lashes were lengthened a little bit. My favorite eyelash glue as of late is the Duo eyelash glue. This is the darker one. It's kind of like a gray toned glue. Oh. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love these lashes. They're so gorgeous. And they don't completely cover up all the eyeshadow that I did. Oh, I just think they're the prettiest things. I wear these so much. If you go back and look at the giveaway videos that I do, very often I'm reusing this one pair. Let's move on. I'm gonna go ahead and apply one of these bronzers to my nose just to give it a little bit of an outline. Okay, so lately I've been using this brush lately to contour my nose. I still haven't decided if it's too big, but we'll see. So I'm just using this color here. And then I'm gonna dab this just a little here with the leftover concealer just to brighten up a little on the nose. Then a little bit of powder over all of it to blend it. That yellow powder, you guys. Do you see the difference it made? Okay, so for lips, we're gonna use my tried and true trusty NYX pencil. You guys, as you can tell, I love the NYX eyeliners, the lip liners. NYX is a really amazing brand. This color is called Downtown Beauty. Okay, overlined lips, check, because I like that. So I have this color by Maybelline. I don't think this is under $10 though. Nude Lust. Let me double check. Okay, so actually this is $7.99. Super bright. Okay. It's like the color of my shirt. I'm not 100% sure I want to go with that one, but I can also go with this LA Colors lip color that I have. I've had this a while. I've used it like once or twice. Let's see. Okay, let's try this one. What is this? This is the LA Colors. The color is called Buttercream. Oh my goodness. Are my lips too big for my face now? Now I'm nervous. Ooh, $8.99. Okay, so this Maybelline gloss is $8.99 at Ulta. So this is the Lifter Gloss with hyaluronic acid. We like that. And 10 different colors. This color is called Moon. I haven't used this very much. Apparently I got it at CVS. All my stuff has a CVS label on it. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna keep us in the pink section. Okay, I'm just gonna use a little bit of this highlighter on my nose. So I'm gonna use the Believe Beauty highlighter. This is the color Champagne Kiss. Wow. Just watch, 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 watch. Watch what happens. Okay. All right, so that's gonna work for the rest of my face. I ended up doing a matte eye with a glowy face, and I have to tell you guys, I like this a lot. This is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my face. I remember the first time I used that setting spray, I was like, oh, it does make me look dewy. I like it. I do. I really do like this. Wow, you guys, I'm blown away by some of these products. Namely, I love this Essence Matte Bronzing Palette. So good. I recommend it. Wow, I think it's amazing. This is so, so good. I use this like every time I do my makeup. So it's not just a lip liner by itself. The color of this LA Colors lipstick has a lot to do with it, because you know how just like things that are black look smaller and things that are white look bigger? That principle applies to colors on your face. Just like the contour brought my cheeks in, this lighter buttercream lipstick made my lips look bigger because it's so light. I'm not used to having lips like this. And then another thing that I recently found out that I really like is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I have oily combination skin, so I used to shy away from like hydrating products and things like the hydrating concealer, the dewy spray. Like normally a couple years ago, I would not have picked up these items from the drugstore. But you guys, I mean, even if you have dewy, glowy, oily skin like I do, you can always just use your powder. I just really am satisfied with how my makeup came out today. So if you guys really enjoy this makeup look, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if there's any of these products that you would try, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next tutorial. Love you so much. Bye.